Bushfire nightmare in Victoria. Homes are gone, almost entire towns have been abandoned, and the fire front is relentless. A Sydney Uber driver charged with raping a passenger twice on the ride home. We talked to the Sydney couple who survived a weekend crash that killed a 12-year-old boy. Today the driver fronted court and was thrown in jail. The search for a missing Sydney woman who has vanished without a trace. Can you believe it? It turns out we still don't know what safe drinking is. It's enough to give you a headache. And get used to seeing this face before you fly. The new Sydney airport has been named after a famous Aussie pilot.
This is 10 News First Sydney with Sandra Sully.
Good evening. Country Victoria has faced another dangerous and heartbreaking day. Christina Costalos is right near Bunyip tonight. Christina, are the firefighters winning the battle?
They're doing the very best they can, Sandra.
Another Sydney Uber driver has been charged with raping a passenger. He appeared in court today, accused of sexually assaulting the woman twice in a darkened street at Marsden Park. But the married driver insists it was all consensual. Scott Morrison was busy making announcements today, but he can't escape questions about retirements in his ranks. It comes as Labor ramps up its attack on appointing outgoing Liberal members to diplomatic postings. Bill Shorten says he'll fire the lot of them. Our political editor, Peter Van Onselen, joins me now and he has more on this story. Peter, how can the PM get everyone to focus back on the issues that he wants to talk about?
Well, fewer...
Welcome back to 10 News First. Australian host Andrew O'Keefe had a win in court today, though you might not have known it, judging by his behaviour outside it. To the weather now, and we are delighted to reveal Tim Bailey is back with us and he's inside. Tim, no question about it, bigger is better, right?
Oh, souls, they have rebuilt the Daily Bailey weather wall and, folks, it is now the greatest of them all. Have a look at this. There is no one on Australian television that's going to have more fun than me. It's a new day and it's a new way to celebrate. Have a look what we did this morning. Locked off this beautiful shot over Sydney Harbour. Up comes the sun above the Opera House. In comes the cruise liner, and it was a beautiful day to play. Up around about 29 degrees for the city, 35 out in the Greater West. Do we live in the best place in Australia or what? Let's have a look at New South Wales, talking about the best backyard. And the temperatures today, I've got to tell you, how much fun am I going to have with this thing?
I know, I think you should be scared. Thank you, Tim. After the break, has the controversial Michael Jackson documentary ruined his memory forever? It took 9 long years of negotiations, but a landmark free trade deal with Indonesia has finally been signed. The Premier originally said she would run her state race
For the first...
Well, we're inside 3 weeks now until the state votes on who should run things for the next 4 years. And as we know, the race between the Premier, Gladys Berejiklian, and the man who wants to topple her, Labor leader Michael Daly, is a lot closer at this time. All right then, let's check out how things are travelling on Sydney roads now. Well, you may have noticed by now we have a shiny new set, so we thought we'd give you a quick guided tour. Now, from corner to corner, it is 36 metres long. Right here is where you'll see some of the Studio 10 gang tomorrow morning, and then we have this giant new toy. It has got the best resolution of any large screen you will see anywhere on Australian television. So imagine your mobile phone, right? Just for a second, it has about 12 megapixels. This little baby has nearly 8 million of them. 8 million. And this is what it looked like going up. Over the past week or so, of course, it's all designed so that we can bring you the news in a more informative and entertaining way, using the very best technology available, I might stress, anywhere in the world. News, sport and weather like nowhere else. Speaking of sport, here's Matt Burke. Matt, another day and another rugby league scandal.
Yeah, evening, Sal. Sadly indeed. More embarrassment for the NRL as another video has surfaced as the off-season from hell, it continues. Good evening. Barely 4 days since the NRL crackdown on player behaviour, and the code is being rocked by scandals on a daily basis. Emma Lawrence is at NRL HQ, and Emma, what's the latest scandal? Sam Kerr's Matildas are flying to Melbourne tonight, knowing a win over Argentina on Wednesday will secure the Cup of Nations. The captain scored a double. Sandra, he is confident he's going to score. Well done.
I know, pretty cheeky though.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. Stay with us, our top stories are next. And then Tim's back with the winner of that fabulous trip away to the Cook Islands.
I have been waiting a long time to show you this. That's it from me, just for the moment. If that's okay.
Can we get you some oxygen? Just come on over. It's great to have you
Have a rest,
on the
mate,
set.
now.
You've always been in the studio, but you haven't been able to see you.
Oh, so good.
It's a dream come true for you, Matt, sharing a desk with a weatherman.
Yeah, of course. Get off our desk.
That is 10 News First for this Monday, March 4. Updates throughout the evening from our brand new home. Thanks for your company tonight. See you tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Cheers.